So today I'm going to be working on a small project. I'm going to be taking out these orange reflectors to replace them with these white and black ones on my E90. I'm working on getting this thing pretty much all white and black. I put in some black grills and some tinted side markers. And the last thing is just these ugly reflectors that are on both sides.
There's just a handful of 8mm bolts holding in this fender liner.
Now under the fender, you have to remove this access panel to change the headlights. You can use a coin, or I'm going to be using a spark plug gapping tool. With that access panel moved, I can use this as a handle and pull that just out of the way. So I've used a brake caliper hook to keep that out of the way. You could also use a bungee cord or anything that you've got on hand. All right, now you're gonna take a hair dryer and you're gonna heat up around this area. Careful to keep the hair dryer moving. Don't get any part of it too hot.
So I cut a lot of this out. It actually took like 5 minutes because the garage temperature was only like 45 to 50 degrees.
Now inside of here, get all the old adhesive off. So there's this foam adhesive. Gotta reach in and take that off all the way around. All right, now with that all cleaned up on the back side, take your new reflector and peel off the adhesive protectant. And then carefully set it in there, trying to get it mostly into place before letting too much of it stick. The top side will have to go in first.
So at this point, I had no idea that these parts were total garbage. I fight with this for a long time, but what I didn't know is I'm not gonna get it to work at all. I end up stop recording and taking it out and doing a little research to figure out why I can't get the whole perimeter of it to stick to the bumper.
Okay, so I actually stopped filming there because I was trying to put that piece in and I was just not getting it to seat correctly. And I noticed there is a huge flaw with these things. They are the correct ones for the correct car and they're supposed to fit, but they don't. So I went online and did a little research and I read a ton of reviews of people saying the same thing. So here's the problem. If you see the factory one, it's straight, if not a little bit of a curve to it, a banana shape this way. And if you look at this one, it curves drastically the other way. So if I put these together, they should be flat, right? No, it curves the way out. So when you try to put this in, the fender curves in like this, just a tiny bit, you hardly notice. So if this was straight, it would be fine. It doesn't even need to be curved. It would probably still fit, but it's actually curved the wrong way. If anything, it's the wrong way. So there's no way to get these to seat. So these are garbage. I looked at a bunch of different models and everything from what I found, you can either see it in the picture that it's curved, or people have commented both on eBay and Amazon. Pretty sure these are all made, no matter what brand name you see them being sold by on Amazon, I'm sure they're just all made in the same factory in China and there's just something wrong with them and that's what they do. So junk, sending them back. What I'm gonna do now as a backup plan is I'm gonna take the factory ones, I have them both out, and I am going to spray some nightshade tint on them, and I got some double foam tape and I'll put them back in. So I'll just do a little work to these and put them back in. I'm kind of bummed because I love the way these look. They look great. Kind of a mix between white and black on a white car, but I'm gonna have to go with the orangey tinted black look because at least these ones fit.
So I covered pretty much all of the contact surface with this double stick foam. You'll notice I didn't do it on the very top of the reflector, and the only reason for that is because I had a hard time getting the old foam off of the vehicle on the top part, so I figured if I wanted it to sit down well, I would just leave it off there. It'll hold just fine.
All right, so I got this VHT nightshade. Gonna just apply some light, gentle coats. Maybe one more pass each. I'm gonna let that dry and hit them again. I'm gonna put the second coat on from the opposite side. I might just do one more spray and call it. Okay, so this is what they look like. Pretty good. They still have some reflective quality to them, but mostly just dark. So I'm gonna remove the adhesive. Now that is a much better fit than the aftermarket ones. The curvature is perfect, it's factory fit, easy to install. Because it's bent correctly, the tape seals on there perfectly. No problem. This is definitely the way to go.
Okay, so this is what they looked like before, bright orange, didn't match anything else on the car and just really stood out and caught your eye. And now they look like this, black, matching all the other accent and trim pieces on the car. So that was my experience with buying cheap Amazon parts. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Unfortunately, these ones did not work out, so I had to improvise, use some of that nightshade. And in the end, hey, it looks pretty good. I'm super excited with it. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, drop a comment or like. Catch you next time.